Okay, good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Pelicans versus Denver Nuggets live play-by-play coverage here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We are live tonight. Game will be between Denver and the New Orleans Pelicans tonight. Pelicans, once again, as you heard, got help from Dallas. So it looks like the Pelicans are going to have to take care of business tonight and then tomorrow night when they take on the Oklahoma City Thunder. So we are live once again. Also, if you want to come in video chat, please put your, once again, we will send those links to you. So let me go ahead and send those links before we get started. We got the one link up, so we'll send the Facebook link as well. So we'll send that to, so let me send that over to Facebook. So we're going to get ready to, game will be getting ready to begin in just a few moments. So let me put this in. There we are. Okay, game between the Pelicans will begin in just a few moments. All three networks, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, has the StreamYard links. Once again, they are posted. If you have to access and come in from there, just do that. It'd be perfect way to come in. Or if you want to do it regularly through the regular chat, you can do that as well. We will recognize your comments when you come in. Also, once again, rules of this broadcast as follow. No political talk. No, the State of the Union is going on tonight. No political talk. Also, no, please be courteous to the other viewers that's watching our broadcast, and also the other viewers in the chat rooms. So that's what we expect for you to do. Also, if we have a guest on, please be courteous as well. So that's all we ask you to do. Once again, we will begin tip-off in just a few moments. Pelicans and Denver Nuggets here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So thanks for joining us here. So let's go ahead and give you an NBA scoreboard update while we wait for the games to begin. In the fourth quarter, Cleveland down 97-89 to Orlando. Excuse me. Philly on top, 108-72. Washington on top, 61-55. Boston on top, 73-69. We'll scroll down. Knicks and Chicago Bulls tied up at 67. Miami and excuse me, San Antonio tied 52. Sorry about that. Got a little cough. Once again, appreciate it. Tied up at 52. Portland will take on Memphis. Phoenix will take on the LA Clippers. And also, the Sacramento Kings will take on Utah. That'll be later on this evening, once the game's around the 9 o'clock. I will begin. So we'll tip off in just a few minutes. We'll have starting lineups and tip off. Game audio only. We cannot show live video footage during the broadcast due to copyright restrictions. So we have to be conscious about that when we are using these social media platforms, and we can't use do any videos. So if you ask for a video, we cannot provide it for you. So so let's once again, let's give you an MLB game updates. Let's give you those updates. We'll go through the scores on the ticker. Okay, scores on the ticker. Once again, top of the fourth. Runners at first and second. Kansas City on top 6-0. Boston on top 1-0. New York Yankees on top 6-0 against the now they're going to the eighth. Washington on top 8-1 against Toronto. Also, Oakland down 2-0 against Tampa Bay. That's going into the top of the 7th. Also, Atlanta on top 8-0. That's going to the 6th. Let's see. St. Louis on top 3-1. That's in the bottom of the 4th. Also going to the 3rd inning. It is the Anaheim, Los Angeles Anaheim Angels on top 4-3. Astros win 2-1. They're in the bottom of the 3rd. Also, Minnesota winning 10-2. Miami winning 6-2. LA Dodgers winning 8-0 earlier in the getaway games this afternoon in Major League Baseball. Also, games later on this evening, 8:40, San Diego and Arizona. San Francisco and Colorado will play at 8:45, just about 45 minutes from now at 8:45. Just will be so that's for Major League Baseball tonight. So once again, we are waiting for the live feeds to begin on once again Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Thanks for joining us here. We are game audio coverage tomorrow night. Once again, we will have NFL draft coverage tomorrow night here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. You'll be able to post your comments. We will we will be on giving you pick by pick coverage about what will be a good intriguing night for the teams involved in the this year's NFL draft. So you can join us there. So thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. Okay, tonight my keys to the game is this. Once again, points off of turnovers on the offensive side must be eliminated and get more points off of turnovers on the defensive side. Now, we also have to eliminate the turnovers because the turnovers always plague this team time and time again. So starting lineups for the Pelicans tonight, Lonzo Ball, Bledsoe, Ingram. It's just the same lineup. And then Steven Adams will be in the lineup tonight. So Bledsoe's still in the lineup. So, and for the Denver Nuggets, Capra, Zella, Dozier, Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon, and Nikola Jokic will be the center tonight for the Denver Nuggets. So we'll begin broadcast coverage here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Antonio Daniels and Joe Myers is on the call tonight for Valley Sports here in New Orleans. So you'll hear the simulcast from Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So once again, we are getting ready to tip off in just a second. So Lonzo Ball will come into the lineup. So Lonzo Ball. So that's your starting lineup. So, but Pelicans wearing their white NOLA jerseys with the Florida Lee on it. Denver's wearing their red jerseys. We will begin tip off underway. Ball goes to the Denver Nuggets here in the first quarter. No score. Denver has the ball first. Jokic will pass it down low in the easy basket by Denver. Puts Denver up 2-0 here in the first quarter. So Garrett Harris gets that basket. 2-0 is the score. The Gamecast is getting ready to come on. You'll see it, and you'll see every play. Eric Bledsoe misses the three, and that will go back to Denver. So let's see if they can. Pelicans can get the ball back on defense. They'll try to get to the lane, and easy basket once more. It's now 4-0. Denver. 4-0. Denver is on top. So that's Jokic getting the basket to Brandon Ingram. Knocks it down. So the lead's cut to 4-2. Denver on top, 4-2. So 4-2. So let's see if the Pelicans can. So Jokic has 2 people on him, and he will get the basket again. So it makes it 6-2 Denver on top. So 6-2 Denver. And he'll pass it. Left corner 3, no good. By Bledsoe. Ball goes back over to. So that's going to be a foul coming in. So that's going to be on Zion.
So he doesn't even get an opportunity to finish that at the rim. Right here. Now you grab it because the foul was already called.
Yeah, it was a legit 2 steps. He didn't walk. I know the Bells wanted to walk, but he didn't walk, as you saw on the replay.
So free throws coming up for the Denver Nuggets. First shooting foul by Adams. It's not Zion Williamson. It's Adams getting the foul, and the free throw is going to be good. Makes it 9-2 Denver. So we're early and often lead by Denver 9-2. So let's see if they can try to counter the Denver baskets. So that's going to be a travel by Pelicans. So that's going to be a travel.
This is not how you want to start against a team.
I mean, that's something, like I said, you can't do that. You can't, it's traveling for Eric Bledsoe. Still 9-2. So,
Bledsoe hits the deck. Impeding the progress of Jokic. Not an auspicious start. So 2 minutes gone by and a 7-point.
So 2 minutes going by in this game. Still 9-2 Hells. No, 9-2 Nuggets. 9-2 Nuggets. Let's see if they can try to get something going. Looks like they'll try to get into the side, and he does. The paint, and he knocks it down. So it's 11-2 Nuggets on top. So 11-2.
Look how many times, but it's not even the double. It's not even guys that are making him think. You know what I mean? Look, he started out with that ball almost out of the 3-point line and backed himself all the way into the lane.
So free throw is coming up, and that free throw is good. It is now 12-2 Denver on top. So shooting foul for Zion Williamson. Score is still 11-2. No, now it's 12-2 after the basket, so 12-2. See if they get the shot off the and the shot is good. So the lead's cut to 12-4. So it's a 12-4 lead. So 3-point shot is good by Denver. So Denver knocks down a 3, makes it 15-2 for Denver. So 15-4 Denver. So it's a timeout coming in. Okay, timeout. 15-4 Denver on top. So far, so good. Denver right now is absolutely playing on another level at home. We've been, like I said, see that travel that Bledsoe did. That was a detrimental call to the Pelicans. So I'll be honest with you. Look, hopefully if we don't do that all night, travel and stuff like that. So your score is 15-4 here in the first quarter. Let's give you some numbers on them. Okay, Denver is shooting 100%. They're 6 of 6. Also, they're 1 of 1 from 3-point range, and also they're 2 of 2 for the free throw line. Rebounding aspects, Denver lead 2-0. Offensive boards, nothing between both teams, and defensive rebounds. Denver leads 2-0 in that area. Now, assists 3-2 in favor of Denver. Steals is none. Block shots, none. Turnovers, 1 by the Pelicans. Fast break points. Denver leads 6-0, but they also lead in points to the paint 10-2. 10 to 10-2, yeah. So 10-2. Your score is 15-4 is your score here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We are live here tonight. So if you want to comment about tonight's game, please do so in the Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So let's see who's in. Looks like we have 2 viewers. Good evening. How you doing? Riley. Let's see what you COPUS. If I'm saying your name right, please correct me. What's your player? Well, I'm going to say this. It's going to be Brooklyn getting into the number 1 seed. They're most likely going to get in. It's going to be also going to be Philadelphia, and then you got the LA Clippers coming in, and then the Lakers coming in. That's going to be on the western side, but you're going to have a pretty good concept when it comes to the Eastern Conference, because that's going to be the Eastern side. And then you got Boston and all those teams. So I look at it this way: it's going to be a huge concept. So thank you, Raleigh Corpus. If I'm saying your name right, just please correct me. Once again, 15-4. Let's get back to action. So your score, 15-4 is your score. So thanks for that comment. Once again, you want to comment to us, you can do that through the Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter chat rooms. We will be monitoring your comments. We'll make sure your comments is known. So 15-4 is your score. Denver, I'm gonna tell you right now, Denver's just absolutely playing good basketball when it comes down to it. I mean, that's just a team on another level. Now, New Orleans Pelicans got help last night by Dallas defeating Golden State, but it can come down to Golden State. It can come down to the Pelicans for that 10th and final seed to get into the play-in tournaments. So still 15-6. Pelicans lead. Brandon Ingram getting a basket. And that's going to be a terrible pass by Denver. So the Pelicans have to get a basket here. Let's see.
So Gordon trying to root him before he can get to the block. And it's going to come into the side. 4 minutes gone by at a 15-6 lead.
So 15-6 lead here. I'll be honest with you. We got to get going here. We just we're very sluggish right now here in this first quarter. We got to get our pace going, and that's a kickball violation. So Aaron Gordon gets the foul.
He played 3 years of pro ball. He's from Serbia, and he's a total team guy. Everything you talk to.
Ball goes back to the Pels. Still no shooting foul here, and that shot is. That's going to be a turnover. So it's going to be Bledsoe. It's going to be an offensive foul on Bledsoe.
15-6 in a 9-point lead. It goes back again.
And this is one of those situations. Now it's reversed. So Zion has to wait, though. The same thing we say when it's an offensive foul the other way. Zion has to wait for Eric Bledsoe to get set so he can use that screen.
So Kyril Lewis comes in. Bledsoe goes to the bench. I think Bledsoe right now, we need to get him out because he's going to be causing a lot of fouls and stuff like that. Jokic will try to get the shot, and it's no good by Jokic. Ball goes back to the Pelicans. Let's see if they can counter. What is pass? Let's see if they shot is no good. Excuse me, no good. Come back to Denver. Still 15-6. And Jokic will pass it. Michael Porter Jr. knocks down the J, makes it 17-6. So 17-6 your score here on our Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. 17-6 your score. So Porter gets the basket. So if the Pelicans, let's see if the Pelicans can get and nope. Kyra Lewis knocks it down. 17-9 to score, cuts the lead. So 3-point shot by Kyra Lewis. So let's see if the Pelicans can slow them down on defense. That's going to be a turnover for Denver.
Just the game's slowing down for him, you can tell.
Watch how quick he gets his feet set. Feet are set, he's ready to let it go. That's a way.
Okay, if you can let us know if you can hear the audio. If you can hear the audio, I will turn it up just a little bit so you can hear the audio. And also you'll hear me. And the three is no good. The Pelicans miss, going back to Denver. And that shot is no good. Denver going back to the Pelicans. Lonzo first shot is good. So Lonzo Ball knocks down the
That's Lonzo's first shot of the game.
the basket, makes it 17-12. So it's a 3-point basket. 17-12 Denver. So Porter will not get it. So missed shot by Porter, going back to the Pels.
Make him feel uncomfortable. And Zion got there.
Zion will get to the racks and make the basket. So, I mean, I'm glad to see Zion getting that basket. So 17-14, back to a 3-point advantage. Let me turn the okay, once again, we have to mute the sound due to the music and commercials in there, so we have to do that. We're in a commercial break. 17-14 is the score. Let me pull the stat numbers up in this game. Right now, Pelicans up to 50%. Denver up to 63%. Their 3-point shooting right now has absolutely been 1 out of 2. That's only 50%. Pels 2 out of 5, 40%. Free throws for Denver, only 2 of 2. The rebounding aspects, Pelicans and Denver even at 5. Pelicans have 1 offensive rebound, and Denver has a 5-4 advantage on the defensive rebound. The offensive rebound 1. Now the turnovers is even at 2, so both teams got 2 turnovers. Let's give you the fast break points, 6-0 Denver, and also 10-4 Denver on the points in the paint. So points in the paint is 10-4 in favor of Denver. So we'll give you some box scores. I'll give you those box scores. Williamson has 2 right now. He's shooting 1 of 2. Ingram has 4. Ball has 3. Bledsoe has 2. And Lewis has 3. So Willie Herman Gomez only played about 1 minute. So that's 1 minute of play right there. Now, Jokic, let's give you his numbers. Let's see if we can pull those numbers. Okay, he has 4. He's 2 out of 3. He has 2 rebounds in the game. So once again, your score is 17-14 here. Lakers, let's give you an update on the Lakers. Lakers down 84-69. If you're a Lakers fan, not good news for your Laker fans. They're down 84-69. Boston on top, 91-85. New York on top, 87-77. And Miami is down up 64-61. So 64-61. So we're back in. So game's back on.
Rebounds, guys. Pelicans are first, and the Nuggets are second. Defensive rebounds.
So defensive rebounds, yeah.
So these guys are going to go at it on the
so and offensive rebounds. Denver's ranked second. The Pelicans ranked first. And defensive rebounds, it's entirely different. 4 for the Pelicans and 7 for the Denver Nuggets. So your score is 17-14 back to a 3-point advantage for the Denver Nuggets. Let's see if they could so Jackson Hayes is in the game for the Pelicans. Pelicans leads trail 17-14. Let's see if they can slow them down on defense. The Denver Nuggets. So Pell's out of fouls. Looks like
in the first quarter.
That's going to be a foul on the floor. That's going to be Hayes getting the foul.
6th in assists. And each of the last 2 years, he's either been first or second team All-NBA. And now you can add MVP to that list.
Right.
He should be.
He's going to be the MVP before the season's over with. Nikola Jokic, I'm going to tell you right now. This guy's it's very intriguing player right here for the Denver Nuggets. So I tell you what, he's going to win the MVP award. So 19-14, and the shot is good. So that's going to be Jackson Hayes makes it 19-16, back to a 3-point advantage for the Denver Nuggets. And Porter will pass it down to Eric Gordon. He'll pass it again. Jokic will attempt the 3, and he will knock it down. So Jokic knocks it down, makes it 22 to 16. So 22-16 is the score. So Jokic gets the basket, and that shot is good. So 22-18 is the score. Ingram gets the basket.
Michael Porter in his hip pocket and raise it up. That's nice. It's good patience.
It's Austin. He had a foul. Because he got him on the way by. Did they give it to Porter or Austin? It's going to be on Austin Rivers.
That's going to be Austin Rivers getting the foul.
Since he's been in Denver,
So they're going to give it to Austin Rivers. Shooting foul on Austin Rivers. Let's see if so Brandon Ingram will see if they can get the basket.
Who to leave and who not to leave. That guy that just knocked that 3-point shot down, Nikola Jokic.
See if they get the M1 conversion. And the M1 conversion is good. Makes it 22-19. Denver on top, 4 minutes and 24 seconds. So let's see if they can slow the Denver offense down. And Jokic will get the easy basket, so it makes it 24-19. So easy basket for Jokic. And they'll try to left corner 3, no good. Missed 3 by. So it's a lot. Missed corner 3 by Ingram, and that basket is good. So Denver goes up 26-19. So 26-19 is the score. 2-point shot. That's Harris getting the Harrison. And that shot is no good.
7-point game, and it's thrown away. They don't do that often.
So that was just a break right there by the Pels to get the turnover off on a bad pass by Denver.
He's looking basically at Kyron saying, "You're supposed to be there." So you can see
yes.
The game plan is a little bit different tonight, and how they plan on guarding Nikola Jokic.
It'll be Lonzo.
Lonzo Ball misses, so Lonzo Ball absolutely slop on that play. That last shot. Michael Porter Jr. for deep 3, no good. So it's a miss. Going back to the New Orleans Pelicans to see if they can try to take it away by Denver. And that's going to be a fast break. So fast break by Denver makes it 28-19. So So Harrison gets the basket, makes it 28-19. So they're trailing 9-point lead for Denver.
Well, you said it. The game plan at the defensive end of the floor, too.
Okay, 28-19 should score. I'll be honest with you. Denver right now, I'm gonna tell you, they're just gonna they're just winning the battles up front, getting in that paint and stuff like that. So Pelicans right now, they're gonna have a long night ahead of them. So let's give you the numbers. Full timeout by the Pelicans at the 2:40 mark. Right now, Denver's shooting 68%. That's 11 out of 16 shots. Denver's 2 out of 4 on 3-point shots. Pelicans 2 out of 7. So they made 2 and missed 7. So that's once again, we'll get back to game coverage. Get back quick. 30-second break. Get back.
By the way, you get 12-game plans to the lower bowl. So join us with Pels, those 12-game plans.
So the 12-game plan, I mean, look, $121 per month. So that would be a good investment if you want to get tickets to go see the Pelicans live. And that's how much the tickets will be for season. For 2021-2022 season. So 121. So 28-19, we're back live. So Pelicans will have the ball. And let's see if the Pelicans can capitalize and get something out of it. So it's another turnover by the Pels. So that goes back to Denver. So Marshall comes in. Ready out. Pelicans still down 28-19. Let's see if they can try to. Wilkins will pass it. Millsap for 3, and he will not get it. And offensive rebound by Denver. And that's a miss by Denver once more for 3. So still 28-19. Now James Johnson, and nope, the ball will be taken back by Denver. So Millsap will go to the line. So it's an M1 for Millsap. So still 30-19.
And that's a lot of confidence in Austin Rivers to throw that up to Paul Millsap. And that's a heck of a get by Paul Millsap, though.
So you don't think the 36-year-old can get up?
He climbed the ladder to get that one right there. That's impressive.
Climb the ladder. Yeah, Louisiana native, good man. All those years with Utah before taking the free agent deal with Mike Budenholzer in Atlanta, and they produced there. And now he's been in Denver. A lot of people wondered, well, he's been in Denver.
So once again, you scored 30-19. Free throw is good. 31-19 is your score. Minute and 55 remaining here in the first quarter. Let's see, 9-0 runs. And they'll try to go for a 3 and miss by the Pels. So that was on the right corner. Paul Millsap will get a shot off, and shot's going to be blocked by the Pels. Going back to Pels. And he gets the basket. So that's going to be James Johnson getting that basket, making it 31-21. Back to a 10-point game for the Denver Nuggets. And JaVale McGee will go to the line.
You know, Mike Malone said something about JaVale McGee recently. He goes, and he told JaVale that. He said his spirit, his energy, even though he doesn't play a lot, there's a good play by James Johnson. You said it. He deserved it after that. As JaVale goes to the free throw line and stops a 9-0 run. But he said he lifts his teammates up.
So the free throw by JaVale McGee is good. 32-21. So that's the first one by JaVale McGee. He will have a second attempt.
He was a teammate of mine.
Second free throw is good. So it makes it 33-21. Denver on top here in the last few minutes of the first quarter. Zion will try to go to the rain, and he gets it. So foul on Millsap. So 23. So 33-23. Nice little run by Zion, getting to that basket.
And he caught JaVale McGee in no man's land.
So that was on JaVale McGee right there. That was a good good play against JaVale McGee. So the M1 is good. So 33-24. Denver on top. So Denver will inbound the ball down the court. They'll pass it. And they'll pass it down low. Let's see if they can get. And that's going to be a shot coming off, and they will knock it down. 35-24. So Paul Millsap gets his basket. 35-24. Denver. So let's see if the Pels can. It's going to be a pass. It's going to be a foul, but let's see who gets that foul.
And you can see JaVale McGee's over there. He's trying to rotate in advance to get there. He rejects
so Zion misses the first. So Harrison called for the shooting foul. So first free throw is no good.
Zion hit his first, misses his second free throw of the game. Jackson Hayes back in for the Pels.
So Jackson Hayes coming in. Willie Herman Gomez going to the bench. So let's see. Zion Williamson will attempt the second, and the second is converted. So it is 35, 25, 35, 25. Just under 14 seconds remaining. Let's see if they can try to get something before the end of the quarter. Take it away, slapping away by the Pels. And they'll try to get it before the end of the quarter, and won't happen. So that was a good, like I said, that was a good awareness by Najee, because the clock was coming down. You scored 35-25 at the end of one. Let's give you the first quarter stats. I'm going to give you those stats in just a second. So let me get those stats set up. So we'll put them in on the screen for you. So I'm going to give you the first quarter stats. Let me put those in, and we'll draw them in. Okay, I'm going to get those box score stats. Okay, the box score stats are right on your screen. Pelicans shooting 47%. Denver shooting 59.1% after one. Both teams shooting 2 3-point shots in the first quarter. So that's only but the only difference is Pelicans only 22, Denver 33. So points off of turnovers 6, 8. Denver points off of those turnovers. So that was in the first quarter. Also, let's go through the points in the paint. I'm going to scroll it down. You'll see it. Points in the paint, Denver leads 20-12. Also, the Pelicans lead on second chance points 3-0. And also the fast break points 13-2 in favor of the Denver Nuggets. So that was in tonight's game. So that we'll give you the also the box high was up. Purple Fire 117. Appreciate you coming in. Wherever you may be, we will tell you hi. We're not going to ignore you because we all watching the games. Okay, bench points right now. Denver leads 11-7. that's in the game right now. 11-7 on bench points. So that's how the bench points are going in the first quarter by Denver. So once again, your score is 35-25 here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So we'll turn the audio back on. You'll hear it.
What's different is
so we're back in the second quarter. So Denver Pelicans will get the ball, and the shot is good. So the lead is cut down 35-27. So 35-27. The score, Denver will have the ball and see if they could try to. JaVale McGee will knock it down. So 37-27, back to a 10-point advantage for Denver. And that shot by Zion is no good. It's a miss. So the ball goes back to the Nuggets. Let's see if the Michael Porter Jr. will knock it down. So 39-27. 11 minutes remaining. Just
little zone action.
So let's see if
Najee setting it up. Jackson couldn't hang on.
Nope, that was a bad handle by Jackson Hayes. Denver ends up with the ball. Let's see if they could try to slow them down on offense, try to get a turnover, or try to get a stop. And it's not going to happen. So 41-27, Nuggets on top. So 41-27.
And he's only 36% on his triples.
Jackson's mid-range shot is good. So it makes it a 12-point game. 41-29. 41-29. And let's see if they can try.
And the thing about Campazzo, he has a 4-1 assist to turnover ratio. So he makes really good decisions with the basketball as well.
Huge shot. 43-29 Denver. So Michael Porter knocks down a pull-up.
That's how gifted this young man is.
Yes. I'm going to tell you, Michael Porter is absolutely just a talented young individual for Denver. I mean, once again, 43-29 to score here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We are live. Let's give you a scoreboard update. I'm going to go through the game casts. I'll give you those scoreboard updates while we go through. It is Washington on top, 98-79 against the LA Lakers. Also, it is Boston on top, 108-98. That game is going on in the fourth quarter. 3:59 remaining. That's the 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock games. Also, the Knicks on top, 113-93. 33 seconds remaining in the game for the New York Knicks. Also, the Miami Heat on top, 76-74. That's in the third quarter. 127 remaining in that one. So that's in Miami tonight. Also, Memphis down 46-30 to Portland. So 46-30 to Portland. That's in the second. We will continue with our scores. Let's go ahead and continue with our scoreboard updates. Orlando wins 109-104, 109-104. So we can't show you the game, the highlights. I mean, we have to kind of move along. So that is your and also Philadelphia wins 127-83. So that was the Philadelphia game. So let's switch it back over to the Pelicans side. Score is 43-29 to score, 43-29. We are live here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate the audience tonight. We we do good games here. So AD spotlight. Once again,
and then you also look at this. This is the benefit of playing from this dunker spot right here. Because what Billy does is he removes Jokic from the equation and allows Zion an opportunity to go one-on-one.
So the ball looks like that's going to be a foul coming in.
Doesn't agree.
That's going to be against
you can hear that.
Denver. That's JaVale McGee.
His free throws coming out. He's a likable guy, isn't he? He is. Yeah, when I brought up
So Jackson Hayes will go to the line.
When he came into the league, he played 2 years in Nevada.
JaVale McGee will be called for the foul.
Jackson's going to the free throw line.
Free throw is good for Jackson Hayes. Makes it 43-30.
And we all knew he could get up and down the floor.
43-30. So second free throw is perfect. So it's now 43-31. Denver leads. So let's see if they can try to JaVale McGee will pass it. So Paul Millsap for three, and that shot is no good. Ball goes back to Pels and taken away by Denver. And that basket is good. So lead is 45-31. That's Capasso getting the basket for Denver.
He's a two-time EuroLeague.
Let's see if they can try to nope. Once again, it's another takeaway by Denver.
Game points off turnovers. Austin Rivers trying to get around Najee, does a good job to protect the baseline.
Let's see if Austin Rivers will pass it to JaVale McGee. No good. Missed by JaVale McGee. Ball will go back over to the Pels. Let's see if the Pels can capitalize. And that is another turnover. That's something we continue to do over and over and over and over and over again. I mean, that's just like a Ferris wheel. It continues to just doing it too. They can't. I mean, you got to learn when you have that ball. You got to maintain your possessions. Zion will get it, so makes it 45-33. So just under 9 minutes remaining. 8 minutes and 16 seconds. See if the Pels can slow Denver down on offense.
It'll be saved by McGee.
So
nobody on Millsap.
So no good. Missed shot from the left side.
He's feeling from the outside off the bench. He's 0 for 3 now.
So Millsap misses. Goes back to the Pels. So let's see if the Pels can capitalize and get nope, another turnover. This has been like I said. And the ball goes back to the Pels.
It wasn't rushed, not Bledsoe.
So they're gonna have to hold on to this ball this time. That's a missed shot.
And you know what? Mike Malone felt that
so full timeout for Denver. So your score is 45-33. Look, I say this. Good teams don't turn over the basketball. They just do not turn over the basketball. I mean, Denver doesn't do it often, but the Pelicans. Look, I'll be honest with you. It is a nightly thing with this team. Just throwing the ball away. I mean, just kind of being careless with the basketball is just absolutely, it's ridiculous. I mean, we got to stop doing what we're doing. I mean, when you play teams, if you're going to be a good team, you got to minimize your turnovers. You also got to minimize your points off the turnovers. That's what we have to do. And also the shot selection is a little sluggish as well. I mean, we're going for threes that's just not getting into the hoop and stuff like that. So, look, we have to have better shot selections here in this game. So your score is 45-33 here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Let's give you The stat numbers right now, it is 56% for Denver. They're 18 of 32. Pelicans 13 of 26. 3-point shooting right now, only 2 of 10. Not a good shooting quarter for both teams. Now, Pelicans are at 83% from going to the charity stripe and 7 for 7 for the Denver Nuggets. Now, the rebounding aspects, even at 13. Offensive rebounds, Denver leads 2-1. And defensive rebounds, Pelicans lead 12-11. So a different. Now, the turnovers is piling up 11-5. 11-5 in favor of the Pelicans. Now, the points off of turnovers has been absolutely just gaudy. 12 points off of those turnovers. Once again, the Pelicans signed Didi Luzada, if I'm saying his name right. He's a native of Brazil. He's going to be a new, probably going to be in the lineup sometime.
Brazil, he played the last 2 seasons
in
Sydney, Australia, for the Kings. And boy, was he a fan favorite. So
he was with the Kings and in the Australian Basketball League.
But lately, he's really excelled at stepping up his off-the-ball D, and he's put on about 20 pounds of muscle. So a very different player than fans will remember seeing 2 years ago with the Pelicans in Summer League. Excited to see him get out on the court. Probably won't get regular rotation time, but towards the end, we might see
He'll get in some. He'll have some rotational.
All right, Ken, thank you. Yeah, watch the development of the young squad. They add another really young guy.
Yeah, I think it's a great.
For the Sydney Kings. It'll be the left hand.
So that shot is going to be no good by Steven Adams. Still 33-45. Denver still leads 45-33. Let's see if they can try to get a defensive stop here. So it's going to be a jump ball, and that's going to be a tip off between Alonzo Ball.
Turnovers in their last 19 offensive possessions, they've had 9 turnovers. Don't beat yourself.
On the road, that's going to kill you every time. It's going to kill you. Heck, it's going to kill you at home. We saw the result of this in the
So it's going to be a tip off once again. So after the jump ball, we're tipping it off one more time.
And, when you play well and you work hard all the time, it pays off. As you saw Wendy and Gabriel just came into the game, coming off a double-figure effort against the.
So that's going to be tipped back to the Pelicans. So the Pelicans will have to be on tip.
And now make them pay.
Still trailing 45-33. So down low, and a shot is good. So Steven Adams gets the basket. Brandon Ingram gets the assist. Makes it 45-35, a 10-point game. So let's see if the Pels can kind of cut into that lead, and they do. So that's going to be Bledsoe knocking down the 3, makes it 45-38. 45. Jokic will pass it, and it's being taken away by the Pels. Let's see if they can try to go fast break. It does. So 5-40, back to a 5-point game.
Aaron Gordon gets it back after almost losing the handle.
So 45
Up against Gabriel.
40. Let's see if the Pels. That's going to be Alonzo Ball.
So it's got to go on. Aaron Gordon.
And Aaron Gordon gets the basket, makes it 47-40, back to a 7-point game for Denver. Or back to a 7-point advantage.
Talented young man, but that was a frozen rope. Stayed in off the heel, and
the ball will be taken away by Denver. Going, Jokic will pass it. That's going to be Austin Rivers passes back to Jokic. Jokic for 3, no good, misses. So that ball will go back over to the Pels. Pels still trailing by 7-40. And that basket is
It stays home.
Good.
I like the two-man game, though.
So it's 47-42.
And allowing him the opportunity to use his
So it's
size and high
least
They have a mismatch.
decrease
They'll feed off Jokic.
for Denver.
5-point deficit. Aaron Gordon.
So Aaron Gordon misses the left corner three. Still 47-42. They'll pass it.
Brandon. And that was Austin.
The ball goes back.
But the thing is, I get BI is Brandon Ingram. He's a heck of a scorer. You are on a nice little run right now. What you would like to see this ball do is just move. Just moving from side to side. Look, when the ball moves, you're good to go.
And over a smaller man.
Right. Sometimes you're exerting so much energy offensively when that ball is going to move faster than
So the ball goes back to the
defense can.
Nuggets. Still 47-42.
Only down by 5. Jokic. It'll be free throws.
So Jokic will go to the line for
So they're going to say side
so
out.
it's going to be a foul.
Right, side out. He was behind the glass. Jay Smart. He just threw it up, but he was behind the back.
So Jokic will go to the line to have 2 free throws.
You know, his brothers are with him here in this country.
Yeah,
since
I've
the
heard some
beginning.
great stories about them.
When he got here, and I wasn't
So
there,
Porter comes in for
when he got here, they wanted
Wenzel
to-
Gabriel will be called for the foul. It's no shooting free throws.
And that's a
That
good
they didn't
job
give
by
him
their
a shooting
offensive
foul, so
ability
it's no
to
shooting
keep this
foul.
ball
Still
playing.
47-42.
Jokic picked that basketball up.
Capazzo trying to take it away from Bledsoe. And wow, his last
And we'll go back to once again the Denver Nuggets. Still 47-42.
Story over the last couple of days. I want to get to that when we have a chance.
Going back to
Because he is savoring these minutes in the NBA. He's a 29-year-old from Argentina. He'll be Jokic.
and that shot is good. So Jokic gets the basket, makes it 49-42.
Tells him 8
So
turnovers here.
49-42.
And 14 for the game. Mid-range.
Shot is good.
Twice on Sunday. Dozier.
So 49-44. Brandon Ingram gets the basket. 49-44.
He can't get the words out.
You don't want to say it.
Dozier.
3-point shot is good.
PJ Dozier, 24-year-old.
So 52-44. Denver on top. 2 minutes and 49 seconds remaining
He's on a 2-way deal to begin with.
in the second quarter.
On the take.
And that shot is going to be no good.
Right back, didn't quit on the play.
Offensive rebound by the Pels.
Bledsoe.
So Bledsoe,
And he's fouled.
it's going to be a foul, and he will go to the line.
Is it me or
So
does
Bledsoe
every
will go to the
possession,
free throw
like,
line.
You're kind of sitting in your chair, like thinking, are we going to turn that basketball? Like, we are playing with fire.
Chubby.
Right, with every possession. Nothing looks fluid whatsoever offensively. Everything looks like a risk.
Yeah, choppy right now. Brandon has had some moments with Lonzo. Now Brandon up against Dozier, going away from the pick where Jokic was waiting. Good spin. Oh, got away with it. Then turned
And
it
that
up.
ball goes back to the Denver Nuggets.
It'll be Michael Porter Jr.
Michael Porter going to the racks. Make it 54-44. Bledsoe for 3, no good. On the right side, no good. Going back over to
Let's give it a jump.
this shot by Denver on the right side. It'll be a foul on Steve.
2 minutes to play in the half. And the Pels are real
That's going to be Eric Gordon, loose ball foul.
We are really making this game so easy on Denver right now. So easy. Remember, this is a team right now, Denver, that averages 12 and a half.
So let's see if the Pels can,
They had that beat in the first quarter.
and that's going to be a foul. Let's see what it's going to be on. It's going to be on Porter. Porter will be called for the shooting foul.
Points off turnovers of the
That's be
run.
free throws for the
Pels usually excel, not on runouts, but points.
Pels.
So now Eric Bledsoe in the reach, and the foul on Eric Gordon goes to the free throw line.
So,
So Brandon leads.
Eric Bledsoe goes to the line. The first free throw is up, and it is no good.
And Bledsoe can't get
So he
the
misses the first one.
Denver's sitting on 17 fast break points right now. And it's not even halftime.
And they're not looking for pace right now.
Not at all.
Right. gets open floor.
They're 28th in the league in pace.
Right.
Second is good.
Bledsoe splits the pair. Stays a 9-point game, which is not bad.
So,
He's given it away 15 times. That's right.
54-45.
Jokic, it all starts there.
Under 2 minutes remaining. So it's going to be Porter going to the free throw line.
Earlier they gave one to Steven Adams that looked like Zion.
That's what makes Jokic so good. If you make any sort of defensive error whatsoever, he is like...
Okay, shooting foul on Zion.
See, Lonzo, I get it. He's top blocking to try and stop Michael Porter from using that screen.
Free throw is no good. So the first one is no good by Michael Porter Jr. So it makes it 54-45 still.
Comes into the game. Zion with 2, get him over there.
Second free throw coming up for Michael Porter Jr. And the second one is good. Makes it 55
postseason's going to be a different story.
45 still. Once again, a 10-point game for the Denver Nuggets. And a 3 is good. So 3-point shot by Brandon Ingram makes it 55-48. And that 3 by Denver, no good. So it's a missed shot by Denver. Going back over to the Pels. See if the Pels can capitalize here. So Bledsoe will try to go to the lane, and he won't get it.
Never touched the rim, though. Lonzo, yes!
Lonzo Ball! 4-3! Makes it 55-51. The lead has been cut.
Turn the ball over as much as you have in this first half.
From 5 to
you're only down by 4.
4.
Porter Jr.
And Porter once again gets a 3. Porter makes it 58-51. But this game's been going back and forth. Jokic will get the defensive rebound, going back over to Denver. Still 58-51 here in the 20 seconds remaining in the first half. And the basket is good, so Jokic gets the basket, makes it 60-51. Denver on top. So let's see if they can slow those guys down.
4 assists on 6 of 10 in 17 minutes. Final shot coming up.
So once again, 60-51.
Gets a good look.
And nope. So the end of one, the score is 60-51. We are at halftime. So let me mute the sound. Halftime, your score is 60-51. Here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Our first half analysis, look, I'll be honest with you, the turnovers been absolutely been a problem for the Pelicans in the first half. I mean, all things considered. So I say this, look, Denver is getting those points off of those turnovers. So they're definitely just winning this game tonight, 60-51. We will give you the first half stats, and also we'll give you the second quarter stats. Let me go ahead and get those set up for you. So I'm going to give you the first half stats in just a second. Jason's blog, thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Glad to see a good contention tonight. So let's give you the first half stats. I'm going to go through the first half numbers. As followed, Pelicans shooting 20 of 39, 51%. They're also 5 of 15 from 3-point range. Also, Pelicans have 15 turnovers. They got 16 points taken off for those their turnovers. So 16 points taken off by Denver. So that was in the first half. So it's 60-51. Now, both teams, now the 3-point shooting for Denver is only 4 of 15 for about 26% in the first half. Now, Points in the paint, Denver leads 34-22. They also, Pelicans lead 6-0 on second chance. At fast break points, Denver leads 17-6. So fast break points, they're leading 17-6 after one. So we'll give you the second quarter stats. Second quarter stats are on your screen as well. Pelicans shooting 55%, also 3 of 6 from three-point range. Second quarter, 9 second quarter turnovers turned into 8 points off of those turnovers for Denver. So Denver got 8 off of those Pelicans turnovers. So Denver shot 45%. They also shot 22% from three-point range. Now the Pelicans right now on the free throw line only 3 of 4. Denver 1 of 2 in the first half, second quarter. So once again, your score is 60-51. Let's give you the points to the paint. Pelicans trailed 14-10. They went 5 for 9. Denver went 7 for 12 in the paint. Now in the second chance points, Pelicans led 3-0, 1 for 1. Denver went 0 for 1. Fast break points, even at 4. Denver went 2 for 2. Pelicans went 2 for 4. So that was in the first half. So we'll give you the first half stats on players. Okay, Brandon Ingram had 14 points in the first half. He went 1 for 4 from three-point range. Zion Williamson had 10 points. Steven Adams had 2. Eric Bledsoe had 6. He went 2 for 6. Alonzo Ball went 3 for 4. He had 8 points. Kyle Lewis had 3. Jackson Hayes had 6. Winslow Gabriel had 2. Now, for the Denver Nuggets, Michael Porter had 12 points. Eric Gordon had 10. Nikola Jokic had 15 points in the first half. PJ Dozier had 6. Capazulu had 4 for the Denver Nuggets. Austin Rivers had, played 14 minutes, did not score a point. Shaquille Harrison had 4. Also, JaVale McGee had 5. And, that's Paul Millsap had 5. JaVale McGee had 4. So we don't want to mess it up. JaVale McGee had, so that was in the first half. Let's give you the bench points. We'll pull your bench points up. I will give you those bench points in just a second. So bench points. Okay. Bench points as it stands. Denver leads 13-11 off the bench. So that's the bench points 13-11. So the Denver leads 34-22 in the paint. So 34-22 in the paint. So that was in the first half. So once again, the score is 60-51. Pelicans trail at halftime. We will have the second half. We will be on tomorrow. NFL draft tomorrow around 7 o'clock, 8 Central. We'll be here with our guests. We'll go through pick by pick coverage. So I will be doing a live stream tomorrow, also Friday as well. So we will be here for both nights of the NFL draft. So thanks for asking Jason's video blog. We appreciate you asking us. So let's go Pelicans. Hopefully this second half can be a little bit more better because Denver right now, they're just playing on all cylinders. So your score is 60-51 at halftime. So we will give you an NBA scoreboard update. So we're going to go through the full scoreboard before we get back to game coverage. So let me switch it back over to the ESPN scoreboard. Okay, Miami Heat leading 100-93. Walker shooting foul on the last play. So that's 5 minutes and 53 seconds remaining in that one. Also, the Memphis Grizzlies down 71-42. Now it's 74-46. That's going into the halftime. Portland leading. Now, other games tonight. Orlando winning 109-104. Philadelphia winning 127-83. The LA Lakers losing 116-107. Anthony Davis had 26 points. Russell Westbrook had 18 points for the Washington Wizards in the victory. Also, Boston defeats Charlotte 120-111. Jaylen Brown had 38. Devontae Graham had 25, 5 boards and 7 assists. Now the New York Knicks win 113-93. It's your final score. That Julius Randle had 34 points for the New York Knicks. He has 7 rebounds and also 3 assists. The other game will be around 9, just getting underway. Will be Phoenix and the LA Clippers. That's going to be a big game right there between Phoenix and the LA Clippers. Also, Utah taking on Sacramento. That'll be tomorrow night. No, that's 2-2. Excuse me. Apologize. I'm getting ahead of myself. 2-2. 3-2. Jazz on top. Okay, let's go through the standings as we we'll go through those standings. Okay, here's your Eastern Conference standings. A lot of people's asking how it's going to shape out. I mean, like I said, I think it's going to be in the Eastern Conference. I think it's going to be Brooklyn getting the number 1 seed, so they already have it. Also followed by Philadelphia at number 2. Milwaukee at number 3, so they're going to get the 3rd seed. New York definitely going to get the 4th seed in the Eastern Conference. Atlanta will be in the playoffs as a 5th seed. Also, Boston will get the 6th seed. Now, the play-in games. Here's how the play-in games will go. Miami will get the 7th seed. They will be in the play-in game. Charlotte will be in the play-in game. So they're probably going to be 7, 8, 9, and 10. So all the way to 10. Then you got Indiana. So you got Indiana, and also you got the Washington Wizards. So that is how it's going to happen. So, like I said, there's no guarantees that your team may not get into the playoffs. They might have to win a couple of more games. I mean, now the Bulls, if they try to win a couple of games, I think they will be in the equation with the Washington Wizards. But if they lose, it's going to remain Washington getting that 10th seed. Now, on the Western Conference side, Utah definitely going to be the number 1 seed going into the playoffs. Now, Phoenix will be the number 2 seed. The LA Clippers, after that loss on Monday night, they still got to play games. They're going to get the 3rd seed. So they're going to be the 3 versus the 6. So it'll probably be a 3 versus 6. Then 4 versus 5 which would be Denver taking on the LA Lakers. That would be a Denver and LA Lakers matchup. Also, now your playing games will be 7 and 8 will be Portland and Memphis. So Portland and Memphis right now are in the playing games. Same thing with San Antonio. San Antonio will get a higher seed. The Golden State Warriors right now. The Pelicans are excuse me. The Pelicans are 4 games out. They got to win this game tonight against Denver. They also got to win tomorrow night against Oklahoma City if they're going to up their chances of getting into the playoffs. But I'm pretty sure they're going to be a little bit close of missing the playoffs this year. That most likely can happen in retrospects, because you're going to have Sacramento fighting for the 10th and final seed that's going with Golden State. So so that is your conference standings as we speak. Hopefully I gave you a lot of clarity on this on those conference seedings once the playoffs begin in May. So we should have an indication who's going to be playing who in the NBA playoffs. So once again, your score is 60-51 at halftime here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Thanks for joining us tonight. We will have so if you got any questions, comments, please put them in the Facebook. If you're on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter, please put them in that in the comment section. We'll be able field them as best as we can, and we'll try to answer as humanly possible. So let's see who's in there. Thank you for everyone joining us tonight. We appreciate it. I mean, we're glad to see. Once again, please follow our channels. We're on every week on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Sometimes we will be on Twitch. That most likely will be in the future. We'll be on Twitch, but we're usually on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter during the games. Also, this year we are going to be doing a lot of games this year. We're going to be doing a lot of NFL football with the New Orleans Saints here in New Orleans, LSU Tigers, also the Tulane Green Wave, and we're also going to do high school football on Friday nights. We will have the high school football show simulcast that will be here on once again Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So please follow us. We also do sports talk as well during the Monday through Sundays. So once again, enough of me talking. We'll get back to the game in just a few moments. We're waiting for the Valley Sports feed to return. They are.
Nuggets, when it comes to points in the paint, they're winning that battle 34-22, and also getting the Nuggets going in transition. 17 fast break points, that is an unusually high number for them. So obviously ball security, a major point of emphasis.
The ball security is going to have to be the key of the day. For the,
they encouraged him not to force things with the Pelicans trailing. Play his game. Keep getting into space. Don't rush or play hero ball.
All right, Jim, thank you.
The ball will go back to the Pels, and so it's going to be free throws start to start out the third quarter.
It was a tactical issue. You give the ball to Zion, you clear out, you give him an opportunity to do what he does best.
Aaron Gordon picks up his second foul.
So Zion will attempt his first free throw.
Block Zion's shot.
First free throw is up, and it is good. It makes it 60 to 52.
And those private seats, they come with everything in the Smoothie King Center.
So once again, all new exclusive suites. It's going to be new. When you get into the Smoothie King Center, you'll see those new suites. So that's a good. So once again, if you're in the New Orleans area, 593 or 525 who. The Pels will try to pass it to Alonzo Ball. Shot clock is winding down. That shot is good. So it's a mid-range shot. It's only 2. Makes it 60-54. Tells cut the lead down in half. The shot is good. So Porter Jr. Gets the basket. Makes it 63-54. So it's a 3-point basket for Michael Porter Jr. 63-54.
So he's done. Boy, that's it. Did he beat him to the spot?
You like this. Don't bail him out. Get 2 feet in that lane and make something happen.
It's Jokic, a 7-footer.
So once again, 63-54.
Now Brandon Ingram sharing it.
And let's see if they can try to
going to the right source. Zion
shot is good. So he hits the shot, makes it 63-56. Nuggets still lead.
Zion up to 13 on 5 of 7.
So 13 points for Zion, 5 of 7. See if they can try to slow their deep offense down. And shot is good. So Denver re-increases their lead to 65-56. So that is a good 7-footer. Nice little basket. Lonzo Ball for 3. So 65-59. Denver on top. Here on in the second half, third quarter. See if Jokic and Jokic misses. Ball goes back to the Pels. And the basket is good. That's going to be Bledsoe timeout for Denver. So he scores 65-61. So at least we cut.
Forcing a missed shot, and Eric Bledsoe doing to Denver what they did the first half. If they don't stop that ball, you continue to attack.
Yes. 65-61. Pels lead here on. Once again, we will mute the sound due to the commercials and the TV broadcast. We don't want to get copyrighted for those. So let's give you those stats. Here, the third quarter, once again, 52% for Denver, 55% for the Pelicans. Pelicans right now 6 out of 16 on 3-point shots. Denver 5 out of 16. Free throws, both teams got to the line. Eventually, their Pelicans are at 70 and 88 for the Nuggets. Rebounding aspects, Pelicans lead 22-18. They also tie up at 2. And defensive rebounds is 20-15. Now turnovers is 15-7 in favor of the Pelicans. That's they have 16 points off of those turnovers for Denver. Points to the paint. Let's see, 34-28 in favor of Denver and 17-6 on the fast break. So your score is 65-61. Here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We are live. So we'll give you the third quarter stats as well. I'm going to see if I can give you those third quarter stats before we get back to game coverage. So it looks like we'll give it to you. We'll give it to you at the next break. They're getting ready to come back on, 65-61. So other scores, Miami leading 114-111. It is Phoenix on top 15-10. And Sacramento on top 16-15. So we'll get back to game coverage. Once again, 65-61 here in the third quarter. 9:44 remaining in the
How easy he makes these shots look. So he rejects the screen, spins back, and then finishes over top of a 7-footer and a shot blocker in JaVale McGee. That is not an easy shot by Zion.
No.
First 2 matchups against Denver this year. He combined for 69 points on just 78% shooting. He's had some success
The
against
ball goes back to the Nuggets. Still
15 points.
leading 65-61.
4-point game.
Let's see if they can form on defense.
Sets it up for PJ Dozier.
PJ Dozier, that's a good, once again, good stop by the Pels. So still 65-61. Zion will try to get to the lane. And
When the shot gets
it's going to be a foul with Zion.
the attempt you want, you just got to get back. You're too valuable to the team.
Frustration.
You can see it. It's good defense by Millsap right there. But then you just got to get back.
Yeah, he did get called for a foul. So Zion, Jokic pass it, and that shot is good. So Jokic gets that basket, makes it 67-61, and a missed shot back.
He's out of bounds.
So he's out of bounds on that ball. Goes back to Denver.
Doesn't make any difference. Goes back to Denver.
So the ball will go back to Denver.
You talked about Jokic having every.
So Denver still leading 67-61.
Well,
So let's see if they can try to
he's not a leaper,
slow them down on
but he's just his basketball IQ is off the charts.
and that basket is good.
You can't find out there.
So it's 69-61. Denver leads. So we'll see if the Pels can counter with a basket, and that's going to be
I thought that Michael Porter hit it off of B.I.'s leg.
Right.
That's what I thought he did.
And is Stan going to challenge it?
But there's
I think he's probably going to challenge it, Stan Van Gundy.
It's a correct over and back call, though. Because it hit off of B.I.'s leg.
Right.
I think he's going to challenge it, to be honest with you. Most likely will.
No, see, right there.
Right. Okay. He was the last one.
But it should be the Pelicans' ball.
Point game. And Composite with a foul. Eric Bledsoe.
Composite with a foul.
For the shot. And that might be because of the interesting whistle to begin with. So
Capazzo gets the foul for the Nuggets.
Oh, on top of the basketball. Yeah, buddy. That's what I saw live. So the fouls are not complaining. It'll come in the side. 8-point game. 4 minutes gone by. Capazzo's got an amazing motor. Watched a bunch of their games.
Yeah, he reminds me a lot of TJ McConnell.
Good call.
So let's see if they can get it. Bledsoe for 3, no good. Ball goes back over to the Nuggets. Still leading 69-61.
Now Millsap in a switch. So Lonzo comes over. That frees up Jokic.
So Jokic misses. Goes back to defensive rebound by Lonzo Ball, going back to the Pelicans.
Lonzo mid-range.
Mid-range shot is no good.
I like the shot, though.
That's a pretty good shot, but unfortunately didn't go into the basket. Still 69-61. Let's see if they can try to
back into the hands of Jokic.
and Jokic will get the easy basket, makes it 71-61.
3 times he's got the basketball. He's attacked Billy quickly off the catch.
So Jokic has 23
On the opposite side where the official couldn't see it.
for the Denver Nuggets.
Now Zion up against Paul Millsap. And it's off Millsap's foot.
And that ball will go back to.
Billy inside against Jokic. And Capazzo's got the foul.
So Capazzo will be called for a foul.
0.2 of a second. What a break
So that's
off the shot.
Capazzo for Denver.
Let's take that one too. Is it over in Miami? I believe so. Yep. Miami beats the Spurs 116-111.
Yep.
That hurt. Austin Rivers into the game.
Yep, they did. They did win their game 116-111. That's in Miami tonight. Miami Heat.
You can see an adjustment that they made the second half as far as taking B.I. out this game. Every time he comes up,
Let's see if they can try to
just like that.
That ball will go back to the Denver Nuggets on the takeaway by Denver.
Like he did the first half.
Michael Porter Jr. put it off. Michael Porter Jr.'s Brandon just spiked it off his foot.
So a nice little spike off of Porter's foot. So let's see. Definitely, I like that call. What he did. to get that ball off Michael Porter's foot, so the ball will go back to the Pels. Pels trailing 71-61. Let's see if I can try to pass it. That's going to be ball going down to see who gets it. Billy Homie Gomez gets the basket, makes it 71-63.
It's only his first try. Here comes the double. Billy Austin Rivers.
So Austin Rivers for right corner three, and that goes back to Denver.
Who is Nikola Jokic, and forced him to trust. Forced him to trust since he's been there in Denver, a 21% three-point shooter in Austin Rivers. It's a nice move by Billy Hernan Gomez.
Billy's been playing well when he gets the minutes. He is capitalized. He's taking advantage of it.
Ball will go back to
Down to the shot.
the Nuggets.
Michael Porter Jr.
If they get the shot,
He will.
jump shot is good.
He's a good
So it's 73-63, Michael Porter Jr. So 73-63.
overall. What a gift. It'll be
Lonzo Ball, no good on the three.
Stays at 10. He's on a
So back to a 10-point game, 73-63.
On the dribble handoff. And
Lonzo will take it away. Looks like it's going to be going to the lane and gets it. So nice basket by the Pels.
8-point game.
So it's a good run. So 8-point game, 73-65.
Real good play.
So Bledsoe gets the
spinning on Billy.
basket.
After winning, got caught in the air.
I tell you, for Jokic to be so slow, he's so fast sometimes. You think about it, like he doesn't move. But
Yeah, Jokic, look,
by Lonzo.
he's trying to, like I said, he's trying to get into that lane. That's what he's doing.
To another break out opportunity for Eric Bledsoe. Look at how quick he spins off of his body, and then he slows down at the right time, though. Like he
Free throws and no good. Still 73-65. Marshall comes in for the Pels. So you got Najee Marshall.
His basketball IQ is off the charts.
It is.
That's the key. He's third in the league in total assists. He's sixth in average, but third in total.
So he's third in the league. So that he's pretty good in those assists.
That's the most impressive.
When it comes down to the assistant.
He's got 15 this year. He leads the league in double doubles. They know they're getting every night.
Yeah, let's see if the Pels can.
He's played every game.
So Zion will try to.
That's Austin Rivers jumping around.
They're paying so much attention.
And they'll pass it.
And
Lonzo Ball for a three, no good.
Rivers or Campazzo will pick it up.
And that ball will go back over to the
He's got on the floor.
Denver Nuggets.
Porter Jr. over Wenyan Gabriel.
And that shot is no good.
So they're not shooting well.
So still 74-65.
Beyond the arc. Jokic in the paint. Now he gets out. And Billy in the dunker spot.
And nice little basket. So Willie Herman Gomez gets the basket, 74-67. 4 minutes and about 20 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. So that's going to be Millsaps. Millsaps will pass it to Jokic. So Jokic will be Winston Gabriel will be called for the foul. So it looks like
Look at Billy. Look, Jokic has no idea where he's at, and that's a good job of making yourself available. There is a benefit anytime a big wants to play in that dunker spot under the rim.
Yeah, Jokic spent about 8 or 10 seconds.
The ball goes back to the and Denver. It's going to be a foul coming in. That's going to be against
But Jokic back at the free throw line where he just.
So Jokic will be called for the foul. Brandon Ingram shooting foul.
So already up to 24 points.
So Jokic will go back to the line.
5 assists.
And a free throw is good. Makes it 75-67. Denver is still on top.
Reminder that you go down to the Pels team store, they'll bring it out to you. Order it online.
Second free throw is good, so that will make it 76-67.
And they'll bring it out in the car for you. Just pre-order, and it's curbside pickup. That's Pelicans mobile store.
So let's see if the Pels can capitalize with a basket. Brandon will pass it down low.
Really lost it to Jokic. Get a piece of it.
And nope, missed shot. So
and on the run,
Lonzo Ball misses.
Millsap takes it away.
That ball will go back over to the Millsap, will get the defensive rebound. So on the ball miss.
Austin Rivers. Ooh.
That's going to be taken away by the Pels.
Lonzo did a good job defensively. Hopefully Austin's okay. Brandon got the
Ingram! Knocks down a three. Cuts the lead.
17. And good to see Austin Rivers back.
76-70.
But he stopped in his tracks when Lonzo shut him off.
So let's see if they can try to
Big three.
You gotta show him about
slow them down.
You gotta show him about it.
Step back.
He's too good.
Step back shot is good. That's going to be Jokic making basket. 78 point game.
You got it. No, that's not the way. Guys are too talented. That guy that just scored that basketball is right now leading as far as the MVP is concerned. He needs to.
He's going to win that MVP. I know he will.
Oh, up zone. Lonzo on the run out. Blocked away. And it's a charge. It'll be a charge as well. Capazzo tried to save it.
So Capazzo tried to save it, but it is a charge.
Paul Millsap's done that his entire career.
That's going to be an offensive charge against Lonzo Ball.
A turnover, and they're not been done. It's only 2 in the second half of the Pels, but that guy's the difference.
Yeah, only 2 in the second half for the Pelicans. That's kind of a low odd when it comes down to it. 78-70, Pelicans trail by 8. I look at it this way. Look, Jokic is going to make they're definitely he's going to win that MVP sooner or later. That's one thing. Sure, you're going to have Giannis and Tobias Harris and also Joe Embiid contending for that MVP award. I think he's going to win it hands down, because I'm going to tell you, Nikola Jokic is a good NBA player. Make no mistake about it. So 78-70, your score. Let's give you the team stats. Team stats are on the screen. Pelicans right now shooting 50%. Also, Denver shooting 50%. That's 31 of 61. Pelicans are at 7 of 20 for about 35. Denver at 23, 5 of 21. The free throws, Pelicans 7 for 10. And Denver 11 for 13. Now the rebounding aspects in this game, Pelicans lead 28-24. Also 3-2 on offensive boards and 25-22 on the defensive boards. Now the assists is kind of 8 by 1. It's a 1 point differential. Now the turnovers is 18-9 in favor of the Pelicans. That's the only downfall the Pelicans tonight's been doing, but they only had 2 in the second half. So once again, the total of 18 turnovers. That's once again in the game. Fast break points. Denver leads 17-13. They also lead 42-34 on points in the paint. So we get back to coverage, 78-70.
Player
Here
space.
on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter.
Jokic right now is sitting on 28 points.
2 minutes and 34 seconds remaining. Utah on top of Sacramento, 30-27. That's at the end of 1. Phoenix on top, 39-31. That's also at the end of 1. Memphis is definitely just getting annihilated, 84-62 in their game. So 84-62, Portland on top of Memphis. So the ball will go back to the and Jokic will try to and you're going to have 2 on him. And let's see if they can try to Jokic for 3. He will knock it down. Jokic once again knocking down threes. He's just going to be wide open. 81-70. Denver on top.
Gonna be Brandon Ingram.
So Brandon Ingram misses. Ball goes back to the Pels. And it's going to be a foul. Looks like, let's see who that's going to be on.
Sometimes look to be aggressive. This everybody clears, leaves Billy one-on-one with Jokic. Take advantage of it.
Billy going to the free throw line for the first.
So Willie Herman Gomez goes to the line. The first one is no good.
At the stripe. We now have a word from FanDuel.
So FanDuel, official sponsor of the NBA. So if you want to play a game with FanDuel, sign up for FanDuel.
The Pels are minus 12 in points off turnovers.
Yeah, minus 12 is something.
As you look at the shooting numbers,
Free throw is
identical.
good, so it's 81-71.
Lighten it up for beyond the arc, or about 50% overall from the field.
So the turnovers is the difference in the game right now.
That's the difference right there. It's turnovers, 18-9 in favor of the Pelicans, and they're getting 16 points off of those turnovers. The Denver Nuggets.
Not big man passers, one of the best passers in the league. But you're forcing someone else.
So 81-71 is the score here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We'll see if they can try to
He got there on the little.
So basket by Zion makes it
An 8-point game. Stay in the neighborhood. That's in this building. Remember Christmas Day last year?
81-73. So, but it's still a 10-point game, 83-73. So Millsap gets a basket, 83-73. And that ball will go back to the Denver Nuggets. And the basket is good. So it's 85-73. So Dozier gets the basket.
You can't describe them much anymore.
Najee for three! Knocks it down! Najee Marshall makes it 85-76. 85-76. Let's see if they could try to slow Denver down. I mean, they got to slow them down. To be honest with you, right now, it's this game can get out of hand in an instant.
As a player, I used to always talk to the officials about benefiting the guy that was out of control. You know, and that's a good attempt by Shaq Harrison. You just don't want the officials to bail him out.
Right. He's a 27-year-old from Kansas City. He played 4 years of college ball.
So free throws coming up. First one is good.
Oh, man. Joe didn't get me started on that.
86-76, 10-point game. Jokic will go to the bench. Also, Jackson Hayes coming in for the Pels. Gomez going to the bench. Okay, Shaquille Harrison knocks both free throws down, makes it 87-76. Final minutes of the third quarter. Let's see if the Pels can kind of get a basket here before the end of the quarter. And
it's going the other way.
Nope.
No, last touch by Denver.
So last touch by Denver.
8 on the shot clock.
So the ball will
brings it in.
remain in the Pelicans' hands. Still 87-76. And they will try to get it and does. Slam dunk. That's going to be 87-78. Pels cut the lead. Just under taken away by Denver. Nope. Denver will have the ball. PJ Dozier for a basket. No good. And the three, the score is 87-78.
So Pels cleaned it up. Anything can happen in a building where they've won and won 3 straight.
Yeah, but the problem is they keep turning over the ball time and time again, and they keep repeating the same mistakes over and over and over again. I mean, we can't, like I said, we can't win or lose when it comes down to it. So we have to, once again, we have to start cleaning, be serious about it and clean up those turnovers, because that's causing us to just definitely just go downhill with our games. I mean, Denver, like I said, Denver's going to take full advantage of Pelicans' mistakes when it comes down to it. I mean, they're not going to feel sorry for you because you have 18 to 20 turnovers a game and a night. So you have to get those turnovers under control. And also, you have to start getting those, once again, shot selections. Those shot selections. Sometimes we make those threes, and sometimes we kind of don't make those shots. So we have to, shot selections are important as well. So 87-78 is your score here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Let's give you some more NBA scores. You'll see them at the top of your screen. Portland leading 89-66, so they're just absolutely blowing out the Memphis Grizzlies. Also, Phoenix on top 46-39, and Utah on top 43-27. That's in the second quarter. So 43-27 in the second quarter. So let's give you some numbers after three. So I'm going to give you those third quarter. Let's give you those team numbers. We'll give you the team. No, we'll wait. So team numbers as we speak. Pelicans shooting 51%. Denver shooting 52%. Turnovers is 19-10. Points off the turnovers 21-9. Points in the paint. Denver leads 46-36. So we'll get back to game coverage here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We are live. So fourth quarter underway. Denver has the ball. Let's see if Denver can. They will get a shot, and the ball is going to be taken away by Zion. See if Zion can go to the bank. It does! Get the basket! Makes it 87-80. Pelicans cut the lead to about 7. So good shot by Zion. See if the Pels can throws it away. Good defensive play by the Pels.
Michael Porter Jr.
So it's going to be a foul. Michael Porter Jr. It's going to be called for the foul. It looks like, let's hope he's all right. That's Najee Marshall. So it looks like Najee Marshall just went fast. He just fell to the ground and kind of hit his right leg. Hopefully he didn't. Hopefully he didn't hyperextend anything. So that free throw is good. So it is. Free throw is good. So it's 87-81. Because like I said, we don't need him out. So still 87-82. Hopefully convert it. So Porter Jr. gets the basket. So back to 89-82. Denver.
He's not just coming up open.
Kyra misses. And that's what I've been talking about the whole night. It's the shot selection that's been.
Aaron Gordon on the spin
I thought he was in good guarding position. Maybe I'm wrong here.
I mean, what that foul is, let's see what foul that is.
tough call.
Yeah.
Really tough call.
Yeah, it was.
Now the dribble handoff, Oscar Rivers against Kyra.
Kyra. And that's going to be a takeaway by the Pels.
Zion can't
Nope. So Wendy Gabriel will get the foul.
Too soon to put him in the bonus.
So that puts them in the bonus. You can't continue to do that, put them in the bonus like that. Because they will be shooting the whole way for Denver.
Anytime he misses anything inside the restricted area, it's a surprise.
Well, when you're shooting 62%, you are.
So Wendy Gabriel goes to the bench.
So Denver gets it back.
Still 10 minutes and 33 seconds remaining here in the game. Still 89-82. If the Pels can kind of slow them down on deep offense. Mid-range shot is no good. So good defensive stance by the Pels. And the basket is good.
Najee's understanding of the game.
So Najee Marshall gets the basket, makes it 89-84. So 89-84.
Situation, what's needed, when it's needed. When to attack and when is the time to pull back out. You can see him look back and then attack Michael Porter Jr. one-on-one. Excellent decision by Najee.
Okay, once again, your score 89-84 is your score. You're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Let's give you the stats on this game. Let's pull these up. Okay, once again, Pelicans shooting 51.6, and Denver shooting 51.5. So it's kind of a 1 point difference between the Pels and the Nuggets. Also, the Pelicans shooting 8 of 22 from 3-point range. That's 36%. Denver's shooting 26%, 6 of 23. Also, free throw shooting, Pels right now 71% to 86% for the Denver Nuggets. Rebounding aspects, Pelicans lead 31-26. They also lead 4-2 on offensive boards. Defensive boards 27-24. And let's see, turnovers, Pelicans still lead 19-12, but they also gave up 21 points off of those turnovers. So that's not something we should be doing. Also, fast break points, Denver leads 19-15. They also lead 48-42 in points in the paint. So points in the paint is 48-42 in favor of Denver. So your score is 89-84 here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So let's give you an update on the LA Clippers and Phoenix Suns game before we get back into it is 53-39 Phoenix on top. So right now Paul George misses a 25-foot shot. Chris Paul misses a shot. Craig defensive rebound. So Chris Paul and Paul George missing shots. Zubric gets the layup, makes it 53-41. So 53-41 is your score in the game. We'll get back to the Pels game. 10:08 remaining in the game. It is 89-84.
Not over-penetrating. Stopping just in time to draw JaVale McGee to lob it up to Jackson Hayes. That's your energy power play. Najee Marshall, Jackson Hayes.
So Najee Marshall, Jackson Hayes, look, those two individuals been putting up significant contribute. And that shot, that's going to be a foul.
How does he get to the line here? Every time they've gone under on the pick and roll with Campazzo, they've been successful. The moment that you chase him over the top, he's crafty, he's smart, he's really good at this. So he slows down right here and initiates and draws the contact. Very smart.
Free throws is up and it is good. Makes it 90-84. So second free throw coming up and it is good. 91-84 Denver. Just 9 minutes, under 10 minutes remaining in the game. Score still 91-84. If the Pels right now on the floor, Williamson, Lewis, Hayes, Marshall, and Johnson on the floor for the Pelicans. Also Porter, Gordon, Campazzo, Rivers and McGee also for the Denver Nuggets or on the floor for
Zion right when he rolled out.
Aaron Gordon thought he was straight up and down.
so a nice little block by JaVale McGee on Zion Williamson. You have to give credit where credit is due, but it is a foul. And the free throw will be good. So it makes it 91-85.
And the 12-game package we've been talking about. A lower bowl seat. 12-game package.
So, like I said, if you're in the New Orleans area, you're a Pelicans fan, if you want to get tickets, it'll be $121 per month. So just call tomorrow 525-HOOP. That's and that's going to be so it's going to be Capazzo. Looks like that's going to be Kyra Lewis.
And that's going to be the 14th foul. Thank you, Tommy Cooper. So they're on the fouls with 9:39 to play. That's a recipe for disaster, unfortunately. Now you
said that earlier. You know, a couple that were picked up in this quarter.
The ball will go back to the Denver Nuggets. Still 91-86.
Especially on the road. Michael Porter Jr. caught in the air.
And
Austin
Rivers for three, no good. And defensive rebound. The Pels.
And Jackson with a great catch.
And
he's going to the free throw.
So it's going to be a free throw opportunity for the Pels.
It's in traffic.
Right. I don't know if that was to Jackson or if that was to I don't know who was running with Jackson.
I think that's why Jackson's got that smile.
Yeah, James Johnson right there as well. So I don't know who that was to, but that was a heck of a catch by Jackson, saving the turnover.
We saw Jackson hit a little mid-range.
Free throw is good. So 91-87. We will have a second attempt. Jackson Hayes.
Louisiana Lottery Powerball update. 116 large.
So both free throws are converted. So it's 91-88.
3-point game, partner.
So 3-point game.
Yeah, they're taking advantage of Jokic on the bench.
And shot is good. So Denver re-increases their lead to 94-88. So it's a great basket for Capazzo.
They dropped in a double.
So let's see if Zion will get it.
Nice spin. You got to remember Gordon's got
So 94-90, 4-point game. The leads can cut down to 4.
JaVale McGee with the run.
JaVale McGee, no good. Going back over to the Pels to see if the Pels can go on nope. So missed by Najee Marshall. Going back to the Nuggets, and he will get the easy lay-in. So makes it 96-90. So Michael Porter Jr. gets the
15 or make it 9 of 15 now.
So 9 of 15 for him. And that shot is going to be deflected by the Nuggets. Capazzo for 3, no good. So once again, ball goes back to the Pels. Denver still leads 96-90.
Both teams waiting to get their guys.
And let's see if they can try to get it. So it's going to be out of bounds, going back to the Denver Nuggets.
As McGee comes over the sideline, as both teams wanted to get Jokic, Pels wanted to get Brandon back on the floor. And a 6-point game, that's exactly what they're going to do.
It's a 6-point game right now for the Nuggets. I tell you what.
Both teams, Brandon coming in a little bit late.
So it's Brandon Ingram's coming in.
It's a critical game. Got to get it back out there. 7:40.
You gotta win. You gotta win this game tonight. If you don't win this game tonight, you most likely will be behind the 8 ball. You will be once again 4 games behind Golden State for the champion final spot in the play-in game.
Capazzo sharing with Porter. And on the Euro, on his
And that shot is no good. Picked up a Hayes. Defensive rebound awarded to him. That's going to be a missed 3-point shot. The Pels going back to Denver. Michael Porter Jr. misses. Goes back over to the Pels. Pels still leading, still trailing 96-90. Down low, Zion Williamson. And he will try to go to the lane and won't get it. Still 96-90, Denver on top. So Porter, yep, still 98-90, 8-point game. So it's another awkward landing for Porter. Hope he's okay. We don't want to see any players, whether it's Denver, whether it's the Pelicans, getting hurt. So Porter looks like he got up on his own power. I'm glad to see that.
You're right. On the first one, he had his hand on top of the ball, which should have been a jump ball. They didn't call it. You cannot tell me that's not a foul. You can't tell me that pullback through is not a foul on Michael Porter Jr. And honestly, you can't tell me that's not a foul on Lonzo Ball on the other end.
Nope. You got to play it fair.
So you saw Porter get up, and he's trying to walk it off. But it was an awkward landing, like we saw with Najee. A real awkward landing. The left knee kind of buckled.
And all that Denver has gone through this year as far as injury is concerned, you can just
that's one thing they don't need is their players getting popped with injuries. So it looks like he's walking it off. Hopefully, it's not. So, commercial break, 98-90 here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. 6:39 remaining. I'll be honest with you. Look, Denver right now they're shooting consistent tonight. They're definitely shooting the ball. You got Porter, you got JaVale McGee, and many more. So this Denver team is fully loaded with talent. When it comes down to it. So they're probably going to make a legitimate playoff run if the season would end today for the Denver Nuggets. So you scored 98-90, and we'll give you box scores. Let's go ahead and give you the box scores. The leading scores for the Pels, Williamson with 21, Ingram with 17, Adams with 2, Ball with 13, Bledsoe with 10. Off the bench, your leading person off the bench would be Jackson Hayes with 10. So he has 10 points for the Pelicans off the bench. Kyra Lewis only has 3. Najee Marshall has 7 off the bench. So now for Denver, your leading scorer is Jokic with 31 points. Porter with 23, so he's also leading the pack with 23, and also Gordon with 10. So your 3 Denver players are in double figures. That's Jokic, Porter, and Gordon. So your score is 98-90 here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Game updates once again. Portland leading Memphis 116-91. Phoenix leading 56-49. That's going into the that's in the second quarter. Also, Sacramento just absolutely getting destroyed in the first half, 71-39. So 71-39, Utah leading Sacramento.
Welcome back to the final 6
so
minutes.
Final 6 minutes and 39 seconds remaining. So he's going to stay on the floor, Porter. So I'm glad to see him on the floor. I mean, but
now when Murray comes back, it's another story. What is the execution?
The pass.
Of the timeout, AD?
That's going to be
it's
taken away by the Pels, Nuggets, and the Nuggets will capitalize. So 100-90. So that's the points off the turnovers right there. 190 is your score here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Lonzo Ball blocked shot by Denver, and that will go back to Denver. Still 100-90. So let's see if they can They'll try to hand
Aaron Gordon.
pass it to
On the
Aaron
rebound.
Gordon, but it goes over
Michael
to
Porter Jr.
Michael Porter Jr. will put it down.
He's got 13.
So 103-90. So Michael Porter Jr. knocks down the J, makes it 103-90. 103-90. Lonzo Ball will pass it.
And on the run up, Bledsoe's got the tear.
Bledsoe will get the basket. So it's 103-92. 103-92. So the Pelicans get a basket. That's Eric Bledsoe.
We brought that up before. He's up to 12 points.
So
now.
12
Shots tonight.
points. Let's see if
He's 1 of 5 from beyond
the
the
Pelicans can
5 in a game.
get the ball back here on defense, and they do.
Saw that pass coming from Jokic.
I see
Leaves it off.
Bledsoe
Going to the rack again. Great pass.
and an easy dunk.
Heading downhill. He is at his best when he plays that way.
Points off the takeaway.
So one points off of the takeaways. 103-94. Pelicans cut the lead.
They run off their point center.
So that's Willie Herman Gomez getting that dunk.
Deep into the clock.
Jokic will try to go in.
Tapped away by Lonzo.
So the ball goes back to the Pels. Alonzo Ball gets
All the way to
and an easy basket for the Pels.
6 unanswered.
That's going to be Brandon Ingram. 103-96. 103-96.
Jokic.
And let's see if they could try to
He's sharing it. Campazzo.
Campazzo for 3. He will knock it down. Unfortunately, knocks down the 3, makes it 106, 96, 106, 96.
Someone else to beat you.
Yeah, Campazzo's been great for
You
that.
can't stop everything.
He's got 14 and 9 assists tonight for the smallest man on the floor. Ingram, little fall away.
And that shot's going to be no good by the Pels. On a foul away by Ingram. Still 106, 96. Pels.
Pels got help last night, got help tonight. Miami beat San Antonio. I mentioned that earlier.
So Miami did beat San Antonio, so it's helping the Pels. So Pelicans got to get there. And that shot is good. So once again, Campazzo knocks down.
From Argentina. It's another triple.
2 huge shots by Campazzo. Cut it to 7, and he comes down and he hits back-to-back 3-point shots.
So that young man, Campazzo, I'm going to tell you, he knocked down an excellent 3. We'll give you his numbers. So I'm going to go to the box score. We'll give you his numbers. Okay, Campazzo, he's shooting 3 of 5. So good night for him. He has 17 points. For Campazzo, he also has 3 rebounds, 3 on defense, none on offense. So he also shot 6 out of 8. So this guy, I'm going to tell you, that's another talent for Denver. I mean, despite with Jokic and all that. Now, let's get back to now the Pelicans are 3 games out of the
they have to start taking care of their own.
Western Conference play-in standings. Well, if you can win tomorrow night against Oklahoma City, which I think they'll win. They'll probably will win that game. But if they lose this game tonight, they'll probably will be about 4 games behind. I mean, sure, Miami helped the Pelicans by beating San Antonio, and also Golden State losing to Dallas. But the truth of the matter is, you got to take care of your own business. You can't rely on other teams to get you into the playoffs.
It's a very winnable game, but turning the basketball over 21 times makes it tough.
I mean, yes. And I keep saying it over and over again. I don't know how many times I've been saying this to people night after night. These turnovers are definitely plaguing this team emotionally and physically. So 109-99, and that ball still remains in Denver's hands. Jokic will pass it.
Brandon Ingram's got the rebound.
That's going to be they're lucky they didn't call a foul.
Lonzo, a triple. Picked up by Jokic. Stays at 10. So Jokic.
That was a very interesting shot by Michael Porter.
So that was a missed shot. Alonzo Ball. Alonzo Ball, he has to get his shot. Because these shots right here, they just missing shots. The shot selection has been just abysmal tonight. When you look at it, I mean, take it away. The ball goes back to the Pels. So it's going to be a basket. So Bledsoe. Bledsoe puts the basket. Minute 48 seconds remaining. 109-101.
Yeah, that's Jokic's fifth turnover.
So 109-101.
So you compounded the problem.
Right.
With an M1.
With an M1.
So it's an M1 situation for Eric Bledsoe. Let's see if he can get it. And nope, doesn't convert it. So it's still 109-101. I mean, you got to convert it when you have to when you get that basket. If you get an M1, you have to convert your shots. It's not been. So Campazzo throws the ball away, goes back to the Pels.
You have to convert. You have to convert offensively and continue to get stops defensively.
Well, you saw Mike Malone in his 6th year. They've got a good thing going in Denver, and I brought it up. They are going to be a problem.
Yes.
Their GM has done an exceptional job.
This is no run of the mill basketball team we're looking at tonight. We're looking at a very good team that could be in the Western Conference Finals. If it so that could be a key right there for them. But they got some key players for the Denver Nuggets. So it looks like they'll have to. Looks like Jokic will. So Jokic will go to the line, attempt 2 free throws.
So the Pels, they've dropped 5 of their last 6. Bad time to make it 6 out of 7. But you forget it, you wash it away, and you go to Oklahoma City.
And I agree because
you got a game tomorrow in Oklahoma City. Sure, you're not going to win this game tonight because Denver is very good at home, and they're not going to turn over the ball and just play razzle dazzle crap like the Pelicans been doing all night long here in this game. So, like I said, we gotta just forget this game and we go over to Oklahoma City because Oklahoma City they're struggling this year. I mean, that could be a winnable game right there.
They've turned it over 21 times tonight.
But if you continue to turn over the basketball, it's not going to be a winnable game. It's not going to mean anything. So 52.9 seconds remaining. Let's see what happens here. The ball goes back to the Pels. And let's see if they can try to dump it off. And you got to go, and that shot is good. So back to a 2-possession game, 110-104. And that ball's going to be taken away, and the basket is good. Brandon Ingram cuts it back down to 4. 110-106.
That's called elasticity by BI. Yeah, that's right.
A little flexibility.
That's called elasticity right there. Stretched out on Jokic right there. Tough.
So that's a much needed basket. 4-point game. 110-106. Let's see what we have. Let's see what happened in stats. Pelicans right now shooting 49%, so 49.5%. Denver shooting 50. 3-point shooting. Both teams shot 10 3-point shots tonight. Both teams are in the 30s. When it comes to those 3-point shots, Pelicans only at 73% from the charity stripe And Denver only 82% from the charity stripe as well. Now, rebounding aspects, Pelicans lead 41-36. They also lead 6-3 on offensive boards, and defensive boards, they lead 26-25. Now, the turnovers tonight, 21 turnovers. That's been just absolutely just appalling to us. I mean, you got to be kidding me. So 110, 106, last few minutes of this game. So Jokic is back in. He is guarding Willie Herman Gomez. That ball is going to be, throw it in. Let's see if the Pels get a turnover, and that's going to be a foul coming in. That's probably going to be against the Pels. So it's Frank. That's going to be Capasso.
And B.I.'s trying to lead him to the sideline because Lonzo's coming. And you can see him right there. He didn't expect the foul. It's foul to be called.
So the first one, Capasso goes through. Makes 111, 106. Back to a 5-point advantage.
As good as Jokic has been all night, he's got 14 of his 18 here in the quarter. 6 of 9.
Second free throws converted. So 112, 106. So 2 possessions. Let's see if they can try to knock down a 3. Does! So it's a 3. Eric Bledsoe cuts the lead. 112, 109. So Campazzo throws it down. Full timeout by the Pels. 21 seconds remaining in this game. Still 114, 109.
You played this the right way. Eric Bledsoe banks it in. You're giving yourself a chance here. That pass right there.
I mean, you're giving yourself an opportunity, but you got to capitalize on your opportunities. Not screw around.
Porter Jr. is up to 28, 32 for Jokic. But as I said, you know what Porter Jr. is going to give you, as well as Nikola Jokic, the MVP this year. But when you don't,
What he's going to give you a lot. He's going to give you a lot. I mean, just like Michael Porter for Denver is going to give you a lot, an absolute lot, 100%.
And he's also, but as a starter, he's also.
Then you got players like Campazzo. You also got players like Austin Rivers. That can be another beneficial for the Denver Nuggets. So that's kind of what we see. I mean, look, they are a very loaded team. So the ball, once again, 21.7 seconds remaining. Let's see if the Pels can inbound in here, try to get a basket off. And it's taken away by, no, going back to the Pels. Pels still have it.
Back to Brandon from Lonzo.
That's the three now! 112, 114!
So now you play the foul game. Pels are on a timeout, but all you need is one miss.
114, 112.
Brandon Ingram and Lonzo.
I said it wrong.
Sharing it.
He will say I'm nuts.
It's good D by Campazzo. Then losing the basketball. And then this is a good
So 3-point job by Brandon Ingram with 9.9 seconds remaining.
Rotate over. Give it back to
Cut the lead to 2.
Brandon with his 4th triple in the game. 27 now. Pels have had some serious comebacks in this building. Overtime games in this.
I mean, this is something right here. 112, 114 to score. So you got to continue, like I said, continue getting those clutch baskets down to cut those leads down because look, if you don't get the clutch, they will win this game convincingly. but it's a 2-point game. So 112, 114, 112. So we got the next 9 seconds is going to be eternity here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Thanks for joining us tonight. So let's see if the last 9 seconds Pelicans can get the ball back. So let's see if they'll get it. They'll inbound it. It's taken away by the Pels. Let's see if the Pels can go get the shot off. Again, almost.
Right on top of the basketball, we didn't see if there was contact down low.
There was. They were trying to say it was some contact.
Made the right play.
Oh, that was something right there. That was something. But it puts Denver at the line. This is the first one. Still 114, 112. We almost had a good shot. We almost tied this game up. I was close.
So the 2-minute report's going to do you a lot of good.
Exactly.
Nope. So that's going to end it.
So it gives it a heave. Wow, that's a tough one to do. Yeah, that's a very difficult one.
Okay, once again, final score 114, 112. I'll be honest with you. This was a tough game indeed. This team right here had the heart and the guts to come back against Denver. That I can say that no words can describe what this game was like tonight. I mean, this game was like watching paint dry, but Pelicans just absolutely just came back in this game and just definitely cut it to a 2-point loss. So once again, your final score 114, 112. We'll give you the final stats. And also we'll have Stan Van Gundy's presser. So he will be on after in a few moments. So thanks for joining us here. We appreciate it. So I'm going to be here for a few more minutes, and we will wrap it up. So final score 114, 112 is your final score tonight here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Thanks for joining us. A lot of good crowd tonight. We appreciate you coming in. For tonight's, we will have the post-game live in just a second. So we'll have it around 10:30 in just about 6 minutes. So we will be on the air with the post-game report. Okay, let's go ahead and give you. Let's see. We have a good. They did have a chance. If they would have got those baskets off, they would have cut the lead, and it would have been a tie game. Jason's blog. So that thanks for asking that. Appreciate it. Now, so to get a triple double, yes, he should get a triple double. Gray February, that's another guy. Appreciate it. Also, Hakeem Barnwell, who's on the floor. They had Brandon Ingram. They also had Ball on the floor the last few minutes, and also Willie Herman Gomez, another guy that was, and then Eric Bledsoe was in the lineup. So that we will give you those box scores. So once again, Carlos Hernandez, I appreciate you. Denver won by. So if you're betting on this game, you might. It might have went over the. I think the ATS. So it's probably 3.5, but it is a 2-point win for the New Orleans Pelicans. So final score 114, 112. Let's go ahead and give you the final box stats. We'll go ahead and go over the stats first. Zion Williamson had 21 points. Definitely tonight. He was just absolutely on fire. He had 2 rebounds. He shot 8 of 17, but he got 5 of 7 out of free throws. Now, Brandon Ingram, he went 4 of 9 from three-point range. He also went 11 for 22. That was a good, consistent night for him. Now, Alonzo Ball had 12 rebounds, 11 on defense, 1 on offense. So that was so he had 12 rebounds. He also shot 6 of 14. He also shot 4 of 9. So both Ingram and Alonzo Ball did knock down most of their threes tonight. Eric Bledsoe had 17 points. He did have 3 boards and 4 assists. So that's the game. Now Johnson only had 2. Marshall, he had 7. William Herman Gomez had 7. Also, Jackson Hayes had 10 tonight. So Jackson Hayes had 10. Now for the Denver Nuggets, we'll go through the box score as Gordon had 10 points. Porter had 28. Jokin had 32. So that matches up his numbers. That is, and also Capazzo had 19 points. He was definitely one of their key contributors tonight for the Denver Nuggets. He also had 10 assists and 6 boards tonight. He did shoot 3 out of 6 from three-point range, so that's kind of what happened. Also, Paul Millsaps only had 7. JaVale McGee he had 4, and Keel Harrison had 6 points tonight. So 6 points for those for the Denver Nuggets. So that's in the game tonight. So we will give you the bench points of both teams. I'm going to go ahead and give you those bench points. Let me move this around, and we'll give you the bench points. So let me get that set up for you. Okay, the bench points tonight. Pelicans led 29-17 on bench points. So an excellent night on the bench point side, but in a losing effort. Also, points in the paint. Denver led 56-54. And also fast break points. Pelicans trail 23-17. Now, the points off of turnovers was absolutely very sloppy tonight. 23 points off of those turnovers. They had 21. Pelicans got 22 off of Denver's 18 turnovers in the game tonight. So once again, your final score, 114-112. Denver wins tonight in tonight's game here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So that is your box scores and stats. We will have the Stan Van Gundy press conference in just a few minutes. We're waiting for Stan Van Gundy to begin, and we'll have it. We'll send it over to Stan Van Gundy and the Pelicans in just a few minutes. If you have any questions, comments about tonight's game, please feel free to post your comments about tonight's game. We appreciate it. Okay, we'll give you the 4-quarter box score. I'm going to go ahead and give you that 4-quarter box score before we go over to Stan Van Gundy. So I'm going to go ahead and so I'm going to cancel this out, and we're going to get the I'm going to see if I can pull the box scores up. So I'll pull the box score. So let me get the 4-quarter box score. I'm going to the 4th quarter. Let's see if we can pull those 4-quarter final box score stats. I'm about to pull them. Okay, let's pull. Okay, your 4-quarter box score is right on your screen. So I'm going to give you that 4-quarter box score. And I'm going to put that in my screen. Okay, 4-quarter box score. Denver did shoot 45%. They also went 4 of 9 from three-point range. They did give up 13 points off the turnovers. That's on 8 tonight. So that was in the game. Now, Pelicans shot 44%, so 12 of 27 for them. Denver, they did also shoot 4 of 9 and got to the line 7 times, converted 6 shots for about 85%. They only gave up 2 in the fourth quarter, so that was in fourth quarter number 4. Also, your points in the paint, Pelicans led 16-10. Pelicans went 8 for 16. Denver went 5 for 10. Second chance points, even at 0. So both teams didn't convert a second chance point in the fourth quarter. Also, fast break points tied up at 4. So tied up at 4 on the fast break points. So that was in tonight's game. So we'll be waiting once again. So we'll give you the second half stats, second half numbers. Pelicans went 23 of 48. That was good for 47. They did shoot 7 out of 15 3-point shots in the second half. That was 46%. Also, they did shoot 35.3% in the second half. So that was in tonight's game. Points off of the turnovers. Denver gave up 20. Pelicans gave up only 7. Now, in the point production in the paint, Pelicans led 32-22, 16 of 28 for the Pels, 11 of 17 for the Nuggets in the paint. Also in the second chance department, Pelicans went 1 for 4. Denver went 1 for 2. Also fast break points, Pelicans did lead 11-6. That's 4 out of 7 and 3 out of 5 in tonight's ball game. So final score 114-112. Pelicans lose tonight. Unfortunately, a 2-point loss. That's just what's a heartbreaking loss. It's just words couldn't describe what happened on the it was 3.5. So but it is going to be they are going to win. So let's give you let's see if we can give you Stan Van Gundy. Let's see if we got him, and we'll switch it over in a second. So we're waiting for Stan Van Gundy to begin coming in just a second. So looks like we are waiting for Stan Van Gundy. So once again, do you have any questions or comments? Please post them. Or if you want a video chat, come on the air, come on down. We have the links posted, so you can. There's 2 ways you can come in. So let's give you an NBA scoreboard update. We'll give you a scoreboard update. So I'm going to go ahead and give you those NBA scores, and then we'll head over to Stan Van Gundy's press conference. So let's put this out there. Okay, NBA scores, finals tonight. Phoenix still leading 68. Now it's 71-62. The Jazz leading 88-58. That's in the third quarter. Also games tonight, earlier tonight. Orlando winning 109-104. Philadelphia winning 127-83. Also, the Lakers losing to the Wizards 116-107. The Celtics winning 120-111. The New York Knicks once again proving that they're going to be a good. They're going to be into the. They're proven this year. Also, on the telecast tonight, they was talking about. The game between the Spurs and the Heat helping out the Pelicans. So once again, the Heat wins 116-111. And also Portland wins 130-109. CJ McCollum had 26. Jonas Valanciunas at 19 for the Memphis Grizzlies. So that was in tonight's game. So finals tonight. So we will keep you updated once again. So your score here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter was 112 112. We'll get back to once again Stan Van Gundy. We'll see if he's on. We'll wait for him to appear. So if you got any questions or comments before we send it over to Stan Van Gundy, please post them. So we will be listening to their press conference in just a few moments. So, like I said, my opinion is this. Look, this team, if my memory serves me correct, if they can once again go into Oklahoma City and try to win this game, I mean, sure, Denver wasn't going to let the Pelicans win this game tonight. They wasn't going to let them win. I mean, that's something. Look, they are very good at home. I mean, that's something you cannot achieve when you go over to those teams. They're just going to beat you in an instant. So, final score 114-112. We'll have Stan Van Gundy in just a few moments. So we're waiting for his press conference to begin. So we're going to go over to his conference now. So I'm going to switch over. I'll bring in the audio so you'll hear what he has to say. So we're getting ready for Stan Van Gundy. So he should be up in a second. So once again, final score 114-112. We're waiting for Stan Van Gundy. He should be up one in just a few moments. There he is.
Coach, I'll go to Jen and grab.
Coach, I won't cost you any money by asking about that no call at the end. Instead, I'll ask you the play call. Is that what you wanted to see led to BI to Z?
Well, there's no play call, Jen. I mean, there's, it's a scrambled situation off of a steal with no timeouts left. So guys are just making plays. So there's no play call. I mean, look, we got Blitz set a great screen on the handoff. Brandon's open, went downhill. Our two best players involved in the play, and the ball goes to Zion at the rim. So certainly good plays made by our guys.
So his triple-double gets a bit diminished in the loss, albeit, but how important was that to coming back from 21 turnovers to be in a position like that to possibly win?
Well, look, we fought hard to give ourselves a chance, and we didn't let go of the game with 3.5 minutes to go or whatever it was. Under 4 minutes to go, down 13. Our guys fought hard, and throughout the game, from the second quarter on, we'd go down double figures, we'd get it back to 4 or 5, we'd go down double figures, we'd get it back to 4 or 5. Our guys kept fighting. I mean, we had some problems. Like, the number one problem is we weren't ready to play at the beginning of the game. We've been a good first quarter team, and we weren't ready tonight. And we were lucky, to be honest, to only be down 10 at the end of the first quarter. I mean, we just weren't ready to play at either end of the floor. And then 15 turnovers in the first half, 21 for the game. I mean, it's tough on the road against a good team. You're not really giving yourself a great chance doing that. So I love the fight from the start of the second quarter on, but not being ready early and turning the ball over too much, particularly in the first half, is the difference in the game.
Coach, what was the difference defensively for you, especially in that fourth quarter, to force those turnovers? Because that really, you were able to get back into it, obviously almost won the game because of them.
I mean, guys continuing to play hard, a little bit of an air of desperation, and, going after it with a little more juice than we did early in the game. I was proud of our guys for that, but what you want to do there is finish it off. I mean, take advantage of the mistakes and get that thing to overtime, or even, shoot the three in that last possession and win it, whatever it was. You would like to have come out of here with a win.
Coach, did you get a chance to see the final play on like a video replay or anything like that? And so what did you see?
I did see the replay, and I saw exactly what you saw, Christian.
So, I mean, I guess, at the point, do you feel like there's something more that he has to do to kind of get these calls? Is this something he has to say publicly or embellish, on the court? I guess, is this something you talked about a lot? That's about the amount of contact he gets. So I guess what can he do at this point?
Well, he doesn't flop, and he doesn't, yell and scream at the referees. And, he gets to the free throw line a lot. And, I've had referees say to me, how many free throws has he shot? Like, it's a stupid question. It doesn't matter. Like, call it every single time he gets fouled. That's all your job is. It's not a matter of, well, he shot 8 free throws or he shot 10 free throws. There's nights he should shoot 20. So call. That's all. Just call it. And what more does he have to do to get those calls? I mean, I don't know. That's a great question. I do think strength gets punished in this league a lot more than quickness. If you're able to go through contact a little bit, it's called differently. If you fall down every time you're hit or you flop, you get calls. I mean, that's just the way it is. It's not just Zion. That's just the way it is.
Hey Stan, did you get any sort of on-court explanation from the officials as to why there was not a call on that? I saw you talk, and I didn't know if they gave any explanation.
No, they said it was clean. They said it was all ball. I mean, there's no other explanation. Clearly, that's what they're going to say. I mean, what are you going to say? I mean, like, there was a foul and they decided not to call it. They're not going to say that. They said it was all ball.
I just wanted to make sure that's what they said too.
Yeah.
So in that, think he might get the call and have a better shot at getting the call? And is the fact that it's the end of the game, does that play into them being less likely to make that call?
I don't know about that now, because we fouled Russell Westbrook at the end of the game in Washington, and they made the call. We fouled Damian Lillard at the end of the game in Portland, and they made the call. So clearly there are situations in which they'll make that call at the end of games.
I mean, this may be a stupid question, but should he be flopping more, or at least some semblance of a flop, or is that just not going to be in his DNA?
I cannot imagine going to a player and telling him to start flopping. I can't imagine that's what you have to do. I could never bring myself to do that with a player, but it is frustrating to him, on some of the calls, but what are you going to do? I mean, you keep going. We need to play the game better. That's what we need to focus on. Like, we had some things maybe go against us down the stretch, but listen, I mean, 21 turnovers, and we didn't make enough plays to open people. A lot of our turnovers came because we were trying to force the ball into tight spaces instead of throwing the ball to open guys. We were really, really unselfish and trusted each other in the Clipper game. Not quite as much tonight. So what we need to do is correct what we can correct. And so your questions are on the last call and trying to bait me into a comment that'll cost me a lot of money, but we can't control any of that. I mean, what we can control is how we play the game, and you need to play it better. I appreciate the fight. I thought the fight was great down the stretch. But then we didn't let go of the rope at all, which was great. But we got to play the game better. We've got to make better plays for each other.
Yeah, you mentioned the turnovers, especially in the first half. I guess what do you think was the cause, some of those mistakes, especially in the first half?
Well, I thought that we were holding on to the ball a count too long almost all the time instead of drawing the defender and make the pass. I don't think we moved real well without the ball. We had chances where they were in passing lanes, and instead of cutting, we just stood there and floated. We put ourselves in some tough situations because we didn't move, we didn't space the floor well, and we didn't pass the ball on time.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Okay.
Good time.
Yes. He said a lot tonight. He absolutely said a lot. Look, they did not play well in the first quarter to save their soul, because Denver was getting points in the paint in the first quarter. And then those 15 turnovers in the first quarter was definitely the problem. Now, once again, also the shot selections. I mean, they kept some of the shots. They shot pretty well, but the shot selections, they kept on shooting shots that wasn't there. So I'll be honest with you, they're gonna have to get those corrections fixed before this game tomorrow night against the Oklahoma City Thunder. So they will also have a game Saturday. There will be the Minnesota Timberwolves. So they're going to have the Warriors on Monday and Tuesday. So they'll have the Timberwolves on Saturday, the Thunder. Timberwolves on Saturday, the Thunder on tomorrow. And then they're going to have a game between the Warriors. So once again, final score, 114-112 is your final. For myself, pushing the buttons here at StreamYard for Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Everybody have a good rest of your Wednesday night. And we'll be back tomorrow for sports talk, and also tomorrow night for NFL draft coverage. You can come in and put your questions in the comment section. We will build them as best as we can, because we will be watching every single pick in tomorrow's NFL draft. So we will have a draft show tomorrow. So everybody have a good rest of your evening.